Unfortunately, this is a tragedy, and I think it is good for us to take time and reflect that these are not just statistics. These were real children, young men and women who were massacred in a way that is so horrific. And the parents of these children looking at their distraught faces that you showed in the report, you just can't help your heart breaking. Unfortunately, this attack is unfortunate as it is, but it isn't surprising, because the ADF has been committing similar attacks in Congo in particular. If you look at 2021, for example, there have been 40 different attacks in which more than 10 people were killed. The same thing last year, that's 2022, there have been 23 mass massacres in which over 10 people were killed, and the total number of people killed in 2021 were 715 people in those in those 40 massacres. And in the 23 massacres we saw last year, 444 people were killed. And therefore, it is not surprising, even though it is an unfortunate attack. Even earlier this year, March this year, 53 people were killed by the ADF in eastern Uganda. So we have been in eastern Congo, and so we have been seeing these kinds of attacks, and therefore it is not completely surprising.
So, Mr. Bulama, knowing what you know, what lessons can we learn from this attack?
I mean, the biggest lesson for me is that the ADF is not just a Congolese problem. It is a regional problem. This attack was on Uganda, but even before now, we have seen an attack in November 2021 on Kampala, bombings, 3 coordinated bombings. There was an attempted bombing in Rwanda. There was another attempted bombing in Tanzania. And therefore, the ADF is not just a Congolese problem. It is a regional problem. And therefore, countries across the region, as well as governments, especially Western partners and governments, need to come together in order to fight the ADF. The more we allow them to grow and fester on Congolese soil, the more they would threaten the region and the more they would target Western interests and nationals, unfortunately.
Mr. Bulama, thank you very much for your insight. Bulama Bukarti is Vice President of Programs, Bridgeway Foundation, and Senior Fellow at the Extremism Policy Unit, Tony Blair Institute for Global Change.